Please stay there. Yo, Eric. This might be a better time to. What is this for? I'm trying to think of things that I can do. Who I am, where I am. Hey, Dylan and Eric. I guess everybody's off work now. I just got back from looking at a motorcycle. Sorry, I'm getting tailgated, so I'm a little bit like unhappy about it. Yeah, I mean, it's only $700. It's a 125cc. It's a small bike, but it's pretty cool. I did not want to do that. Keep that person off my ass. It looks like it's a cop car. It's kind of weird. I was surprised that. I'll get forward here a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, so it's like a 2001 Kawasaki 125. It's a very small bike, but it was fun. I mean, it's not very. It doesn't have like any guts to it, but it was comfortable to ride. It was in good shape. $700. Yeah. Speaking of, I rode it around in a parking lot of a boat ramp, and I was getting it up into like, around like maybe 25, 30 miles an hour. And this bug comes and hits me right. I mean, I know to close my mouth when I'm riding, and hits me like right in the bottom lip, and I'm like, oh god, just splat right in my lip. It was very tasty. Hey, I don't know if you guys could see me riding that in the stream. I tried to ride past the. I forgot that I deleted that upload. Damn it. I'm still getting tailgated by this dude. You gotta stop doing it. It was very cool. It was in great shape. Rode really well. It just it doesn't have a lot of power, and I got to figure out if that's what I want, Because my other option is, getting like, a bigger bike. Like there was nothing. The condition was fine. The price is right. My concern is that I'm going to want something that has more power to it. That's all. Yeah, yeah, James, you're right. I went through that where I had a scooter, like a 125cc scooter, then I had a 650cc sport bike, and then I had a 750cc what's it called, cruiser, and then I actually went down. I actually bought a 90cc old 60s Honda, and then I bought a Honda CB550, which is like a standard bike. It was old though. It didn't run like it always was. Kind of like it was loud. I don't need like a The problem is that in Florida you need to be able to get out of the way of like sketchy drivers, and I don't know if this can do it, especially if I have Ashley on the back. Not that she's like big or anything. It's just more weight you put on a bike, especially the bike is smaller, but. It does get great gas mileage. It seems to be in really good shape. And it's not like, I mean, I was looking at, the 500cc, the Honda Rebel 500, and They're it's like $6,200. That's a lot of money for a 500cc bike. It doesn't look. It looks pretty cool. We're gonna take a little trip. We're gonna go see some palms. Oh, sorry, Donut. I am. Yeah, this is Burnt Store, Dylan. I went down. The bike was actually like technically in Arcadia. It was like not. It was like 15 miles from the actual town, but it was right on the Peace River there. You know, like right. You know, El Jabin's the mouth of it. You get to go about 15 miles. Hey man, Serratus Amy Europhilidia. You have any? I used to have a couple. Yeah, I'm just heading south on Burnt Store right now. Oh, you're still waiting on the package, huh? Put this thing on cruise control. Yeah, Paul, from like where I normally hang out in Miami to Key West is about 3 hours with regular traffic. From downtown it's probably like 3.5. Yeah, I always have problems with time wise and stuff going to Canada. You know, Bobby got some stuff from me and he got a priority. He got shipped out priority and it still took a week. I can help you, James. I can probably help you out with that, especially if the seat is attached. I can help you out. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Canadian. Like, you know, I send stuff to Europe and Australia, and it gets there in like 5 to 6 days, and I send stuff to Canada and Mexico, and it takes like 2 weeks. I can check on my end, Eric, if you want me to. But we're going to look at something real quick that we've looked at nighttime. I don't know if I've shown it to you guys during the day. We'll see if anybody's home. Yeah, get this vape out of here. So it comes into Mississauga. That's nice though. The temperature's just right. Hopefully you're feeling better going. Last night we had some interesting conversations. Tell me if you guys like this orange color in this car here, because I looked at a bike in that color. Yeah, sometimes these live streams aren't about palms, they're about, life. And in life, things happen, people get sick. Oh no, right in my eyes. No. We're gonna check on some seeds. 270 hours. What do you mean? Hey, Chris. I like the color, especially on a motorcycle, because people can see you, but I don't know if I get it. I like the metallic version, like the orange that, like the, what's it called? They call it, GM calls it Orange Sunset Metallic, and Chrysler has another name for it. It's a little bit less metallic, a little more flat orange. I haven't made, I told them I would let them know by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I didn't have a way to take the bike home anyway, because I'm not rolling in the back of my truck because I have the cover. I mean, I can actually fold it down, but I don't like riding a motorcycle up into a truck. I've done it before, and it was very like sketchy, and I almost like dropped the bike on myself. I'm sure there's a much easier way to do it than the way I did it, where I just backed up to like a hill and just kind of hope for the best. I was kind of dumb then. We're gonna take a little cruise by here, so we'll see if, I know a cop lives there on the left. Let's see if Camille's around. This crazy Polish guy that lives in this house here. Nice guy, just, you'll talk and talk. Let's just kind of see. Looks like no one is here. No seed. No seed. They're all flowering, but they're not putting any seed out. That's annoying. Yeah, it's quite a, it's quite a yard. This guy built the house here, has no idea what he, this is one of my clients. That's just the entrance. There's a 16-acre island back there too. There's a dead palmetto back there from the palmetto blight. Yeah, actually, Chris, it is. Hey, Tom, how's it going? All right, I'm gonna take a quick look here. Now that the sun is in my eyes, I can see the seeds. Oh, hell yeah, Eric, I have. I'm just trying to see if there's anything. No, nothing is producing any viable seed at the moment. It's kind of sucks, but the problem is my buddy that used to like caretake the place. Yeah, I've gotten viable seeds off those trees once. They don't seed well all the time. There's a couple of necrotic flowers where the seeds just don't form. I think that there might have been like a watering issue. They tend to have issues with the wells there. If you think that's nice, you should see the house. Just insane. I was actually contacted by the owner's lawyer to turn. I actually have a video of the whole place, and I uploaded it to the channel, and I had to take it down. I made it private actually, but it's pretty impressive. All those trees are from Ken Johnson about 10 years ago. That guy's got the right idea. Is the owner of that property a buddy of mine? I mean, he's more of a, I know him more in a business fashion, but the guy who kind of like would do the day-to-day operations, the brother-in-law, we've been close buddies for a while, but the brother-in-law had a falling out with the owner. It's complicated. There's a whole family that's involved. He actually owns 2 islands. So It's kind of, James, it's kind of all over the place. You might find a weird hybrid that grows really fast. You might find one that's like devastatingly slow. So look at all these Washingtonias. When they built this place, they had to landscape it real quick, and Washingtonians are the fastest way you can do it. They're all in like relatively poor shape too. I mean, some are in decent shape, but people trying to plant stuff and not watering it in. Can't believe it's almost 7 o'clock. It's kind of crazy. I'm not that late. I mean, I was on earlier. I actually deleted the upload because it really wasn't Palm related, but that's actually Lee County right there. Like, this is the county line. Really? Yeah, Chris, sometimes if you sell them in small batches and, you know, you're in the right time of year, like in the wintertime, they're almost unsaleable at any price. I don't usually carry foxtails because people, like, you know, I deal in more like volume. So, you know, if someone wants to buy like 1,000 foxtail seed in California, like it's going to cost them like $200 in shipping. So, hey Zach, what's up? Just came back from looking at a bike. I wonder if anybody was. I think everybody left when I actually was riding it and the phone was running and everything. Oh, you did? Okay, thanks. I need that muffler for that 88 Hyundai Excel. Zach, that was before your time, but like Hyundai Excels were like really, really bad. Like Hyundai's first generation of cars that came to the US, and they were like, they wouldn't last 50,000 miles because they would burn oil so badly. Really wish I had uploaded that video. I shouldn't have deleted the upload. Damn it. Yeah, the bike ride part. I shouldn't have, I wish I had just kept it on film. What happens is, you know, that I do the live stream and then. Is it nice? That's a good temperature. Still 84 here. Chris, they are Chris Sexton. They are actually adjacent germinators. They look like they're slightly remote, but they actually kind of grow like right. God, they might be slightly remote now that I think about it, but I'm pretty sure they're just. I think they're just. I think they're just adjacent germinators. It's weird because they, you know, it makes you want to go look at my pseudo Phoenix now. If they're adjacent, if they're remote, they're very slightly. They germinate almost like a remote germinator, but I think they're adjacent. Now I'm kind of like pissed off at myself for not doing that. Yeah, I know. I had not gotten a whole lot of sleep too. That's good. 50 going to 80. It was, some parts of North Florida hit upper 40s last night. Even Central Florida. Yeah. I have to copy and paste it if I get the chance. This whole thing is a mess over here. There's a controlled burn here. I wish I could show you guys, but all the saw palmettos are regenerating from the fire. They did a controlled fire. That's good. Yeah, it's very hard. The only way to kill a saw palmetto is really to like uproot it, to disturb its roots. But if if you try and flood it, burn it, freeze it, they don't die. Yeah, Dipsas species Jurassic Park. It's kind of confusing because Dipsas species Pilulifera is supposed to be identical with Dipsas orange crush, and Jurassic Park is like it, but it has a curvier leaf to it, where Pilulifera keeps a more linear, flat leaf. There are guys who are very deeply into Dipsas, and I'm actually not as. I have I have what's known as the Dipsas species Big Curly, which is a variation of Dipsas prestoniana in a 7-gallon. Maybe I'll go in the backyard and show it to you guys. It's a freaking mess. Yeah, and there's people who only want to grow Dipsas, and I understand. I mean, there's like 200 species plus species of Dipsas. So like, because I try and focus on everything, my Dipsas knowledge compared to say like a Californian, even like your average California collector, probably isn't as good. Like Jeff Searle knows a lot more about Dipsas. I used to know like all the Dipsas, and then I kind of didn't get back into it because a lot of those Dipsas just don't grow that well here. A lot of them are higher elevation. Like most of the Baronii complex, which include Dipsas species Black Stem or Black Petiole, Dipsas Slick Willy, Dipsas species BEF. Oh, I've seen that Carl Smith. Yeah, I saw it back in 2005 even. I mean, I've seen it recently too, but it just started to get some trunk, and I'm more of like I like the stuff that people tend not to like. I like the really weird. I mean, Dipsas is weird, but like I like the really weird. Like I think sometimes I think ugly is good. Like Colpothrinax radii is one of my favorite palms. If it has a good story behind it, I like it. I liked a lot of Syagris, where a lot of people were like, no, that's ugly, it's like a queen palm. I'll tell you this, if a queen palm was rare, it would be considered a beautiful thing. It looks like there's some kind of fire going on. I don't know if you guys can see that haze up ahead. I don't smell anything, but... Oh, you know what we can do? You know what? We're going on a little trip. I forgot about this. There's my Altima with the bumper on. What's it doing over there? Yeah, Carpoxylon's an awesome story. I'll tell you guys a good story about... So, in the late 19th century, Carpoxylon was discovered by a botanist, I forget his name, in Vanuatu, or in Fiji, I think. I know it's Fiji or Vanuatu, but then, like, sometime a few decades later, it was considered extinct in the wild. And, or extinct, period. They just didn't know where any were. And... then in 1987, John Dow, I believe it was John Dow, an Australian botanist who does a lot of Litostona work, came across it in Vanuatu. Was like, holy shit, this is like the long lost palm of Vanuatu. Seeds started coming out. Yeah, that's good. Just no need to worry about getting sideswiped. Tesla Model S. And so suddenly seed came out, and then in the 2000s, it was like the hottest new thing. And I remember ordering seed from like who I was told to be like a sketchy seed dealer out of Australia. I forget the guy's name, but I haven't heard it in a while, so I wouldn't worry. Like, I don't think he's still around. I think he was more of like just a broker than he was a palm person. I haven't heard his name since I ordered the seed, but seed was going for like $8 to $10 each. And this guy's like, I can get you seed for $1 US, including shipping. And I was like, okay, well, give me 2,000 then. Because you guys know me. I've been known to gamble a little bit. So he tells me the seed was sent, and then I suddenly get a phone call. He asks to put your phone number and stuff on there, and I get a phone call from a customs agent in Miami. They're like, your seed is here. but you need a broker to release it. I'm like, why can't I just come and get it? Like, no, you need someone who could properly sign off on the documents. I'm like, oh, here's where I get screwed. So I call a buddy of mine, a good friend of the time. He's since passed away, but he was a real dipsis freak. And he's like, don't worry, I know someone in customs in the Miami airport. Like, I'll help you out with that. It's like, all right. So I paid him like $250. Got the seed, germinated, man. That was like, I got the seed. I put it in a 55 gallon trash can. 45 gallon trash can. And I think I put them in 2 of them. I filled it up with water, put them in, like they all floated. I'm like, holy shit, like I'm screwed. Like this guy screwed me. So I call up Jeff Marcus and I'm like, Jeff, I got like 2,000 carboxylon seed and they all float. He's like, is there any chance of this? Like, he's like, take another trash can, fill it with some water, put it on top and force them to sink. He's like, leave it for like 2 weeks and change the water once. So I do that. I slip the other trash can on top of the ones with the seeds in them. And after a week, most of them had actually sunk. And I ended up getting like 80% germination. So that was pretty cool. Jeff helped me out there. It was really nice of him. He could have just told me to like fuck off, but he didn't. Oh yeah, man. I had like 1,500 seedlings. I sold them. I was getting like $15 to $20 for 1 leafers. And like people were buying them all day long. I'll tell you this, probably most of the carboxylons that have like 5-6 feet of wood now are from that seed batch. My neck muscles now hurting because it's probably just dry and dehydrated. Either that or I'm gonna have a pulmonary embolism. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And that's like, Ken started buying seeds for me. I have a lot of stories I could tell. Some just, some are not as nice as others, but some people, deserve to be roasted. But there's a time where I wasn't proud of what I did, but I actually had to repossess palms one time off of someone's property because they didn't pay. I trusted that they were going to pay me. They gave me like a small deposit, and then they just didn't pay me, and they just were just not going to pay me like $5,000. So, oh yeah, I remember Chris back in the day sent me a seed from out of Colombia too. I remember coming in a coffee can. That was awesome. It reminds me, I actually need to soak these seeds that I. All right, here we go. Dylan, what do you mean? Do you mean that there's a palm that like used to, when you say an import palm, I mean like a palm that is not native to Florida that used to be around a lot but now is not grown anymore? Or I don't know about bananas, Zach. I know about like bromeliads and like agaves. You can do that. Personally, I don't think you should be able to. I don't think you should be able to like patent nature. But I don't make the rules, unfortunately. That's so one. I know Colombia has a ton of diversity. So Dylan, you mean like a palm that was once here that wasn't native to Florida? Was you talking about one that's native to Florida or one that is not native? Nice, man. I've got them coming up too. Hallelujah, Shiv. Non-native. Okay, so there's been a few palms that like I saw a lot of maybe like 10 years ago, and I haven't seen any recently. I don't know if I call them extinct, but I just haven't seen like any for sale. There's a super dwarf version of Rhapis, like a lady palm. It's like almost like a grass, They used to be all around. Now they're like kind of hard to find. I don't think anything's actually extinct though, or like doesn't exist at all. Like it is. There's some cycads that are like that. Yeah, I would try that, Shiv. I would soak them in some water, get rid of the mold or rot. If you can get hydrogen peroxide. Look at this truck. This is nice. I like that color and everything. Unfortunately, those were like 95 grand, so I don't even know why there's a stop sign here. There's no traffic going the other ways. It's a dead end that way. So we're gonna try and find that. There's one of those Hyundai. I forget what they call those things. It's like a not really a hatchback, but I guess it is a hatchback. It's like no, they weren't in the. They were all in pods. Essentially, I drove to where they were. I mean, and I had a buddy with me, and I was gonna make it real fast. So I came at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I paid him $100, ride with me, and I actually had I had access to a Toyota Tundra, and they would all fit in the Tundra. So we drove down, and it was unlocked. So I just came in and loaded them up, and I was in and out in like 5 minutes max. And then I got a phone call, like my palms are gone. I'm like, yes, I know that they're gone because I took them. You haven't paid, they're not your palms. You haven't paid for them. I actually left a few things there that were like of the value that he had paid for. So, but I really don't like it. In Florida, there's this issue where people tend to I tend to think you can get you can get away with just screwing people. Like I wasn't gonna do anything about it. There's kind of I want to say there's a side of me you guys don't know, but there's aspects of my life that are I don't like try and broadcast for a reason. There's not. Look at the rims on this Caddy. It's got like 26s on there, 24s. I mean, I'm not a big fan of big rims, but props to him for taking a $90,000 vehicle and there's like a 75 Lincoln Continental for sale. If I had stock in oil, gangster rap made you do it. Yeah, I didn't choose the Palm Life. The Palm Life chose me. So we're taking a little bit of a weird way. We're gonna cross over this little area by kind of cutting through some roads here. I'm gonna try and find this palm these two palms that I actually couldn't identify them at first, and I'm not sure if they're Sadakentias or there's something that I just don't really. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Oh, is this a straight lane too? No, it's not. Damn it. Sorry, Chris. Let me get to you first. Yeah, Veitchia Similons is pretty rare and new. I find that the smaller Veitchias just don't do that well here. They're pretty, but a lot of those palms just need a lot of babysitting, and I used to be a babysitter. I just can't do it anymore. I'm more of like I don't know. At a different time in my life, I would have done that. And I think you're going the right direction there, Chris, with your nursery. I know people that are definitely going the wrong direction. They're buying like expensive stuff that you can't put in the ground, and even when it's in a pot, it's still a pain to keep alive. You sell a 3-gallon plant to someone for like $300 to $500, and then it dies, and they're going to blame you for it, and then they're just not going to buy from you again. There's really nothing you can do except for explain that they're really hard to grow. But I mean, not the stuff you have, just there's certain things that I would say, Eric, that there's a little bit of there's not really a rivalry, but everybody from the East Coast assumes everybody in the West Coast just doesn't know anything about palms. So, Shiv, that average how many palm collectors have? That's a good question. It's not. It's hard to say. I mean, it's usually in the hundreds. I'll say that. I mean, I know some collectors that have 5,000. I know some that have like 30. But I'd say an average, it's somewhere in the hundreds. No, it's not a bad thing, Chris. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. I've gone through a lot of death and pain in my palms from having to, all right, we guys were, from, seeing stuff die, spending a lot of money on seeds that on plants that just aren't going to grow. So we're looking for something. Let me see if I can find it here. It should be at the corner of, okay, 8th place. Let me see what I can do here. 2nd. Crap, there's a canal right there. How do I get across? Please tell me I can get across that. This is what I hate about the Cape. I'm 1 block away from where I want to be, but there's a canal in between us, so I don't know if I can. I want to find these palms though. They're somewhere right around here. I know that. I mean, I remember that. Luckily the traffic isn't that bad. Sorry guys, if I don't answer it's because I'm trying to find where these plants here. You definitely can't train a palm to be more cold tolerant. You have to breed the hell out of it. Take generations. 7th Street. All right. So okay, so here's 8th. Yeah. One thing that we definitely can't do is the Chilean. Oh, here's a little crossover here at 8th. Oh, 9th Street, okay. I remember I was back here, I forget why, and then I think Ashley needed to pick something up. There are boats in this canal, but I don't see the water. Okay, there's a drop there. That's navigable, that's not. Okay, here's 8th place. Okay, let me go back up to 6th Street here. I don't know. That would probably take even more than hundreds of years, my friend. Okay, 8th Terrace in 8th place. Okay, so I'm at the right area. So we're gonna do that's 8th Street. So it's either I confused myself. I should have written down the address. Damn it. Let's see if we can find it. Nice. That's good to hear, Shiv. Alright. I have a feeling it's not on this street. That's okay though. Because it doesn't look like the street that I was on. Okay, so this is 6th Street. That almost looked like them. No, it's not. Oh, don't tell me what I thought was a rare palm was actually just a coconut. That'd be embarrassing. I'm gonna double check the other address. Like if I swapped them around. Okay, let me turn around here. They're gonna be mad at me. Oh. There's just no road for a while, so I'm just gonna Yeah, our conifigues are pretty easy to grow. That's good to hear, Shiv. Sounds like you know what you're doing. Nice backyard there. There's shady papaya tree. I'm going. I need to go to. Oh no, I've messed up. I need to redo. God damn it! This freaking city killing me. I did not want to go. This is not the way that. Okay, so we're at 6 stairs. Oh, not into the sun again. So I gotta go on the other side of Cultural Park. I'm like determined to find these palms. It was a bigger road than this. It was like a. It's a cool like. Okay, so here's 8th Street. Now I need to get across the other side of the road here, so I'm gonna have to go back over that access canal. It's like definitely doesn't have my gas mileage. Stopping in every corner. It's like a quad. Oh no, okay. These are all duplexes. The funny part about Cape Coral is like the highest crime-ridden area of Cape Coral, like as far as I mean, there's like really a whole lot of violent crime, but is actually the area surrounding the police station. I'm just gonna go ahead of this guy. Ah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's this time when I'm in the glare, I can't even really read the comments at the moment. So sorry if I don't get to you guys. So I'm searching and I'm hoping. It's like duplex city out here. It's like everything's a duplex. What is this? I haven't been around here. Okay, 6th Court. Let's try going down here. There's an old Susie Rodeo. Let's see one of those. All right. I'm looking for a palm that a pair of palms I saw. When I was driving through this area. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna find it. It's really annoying because I could have sworn. Oh well. Yeah, those Australian pines are pretty killer. God, I feel like I'm so close too. This sucks. I'm just gonna go this way. They looked like Satakentias, but they weren't. I don't think they were. I don't know. So here's 8th Street and 5th Avenue. I feel like they were on a road like this. I'm just gonna try and go cut back over to Cultural Park, and if I don't see him, then I don't see him. Yeah, I know. I'd love to see all the borassus growing. Look at all these duplexes. They're everywhere. This entire street is duplexes. Brand new, too. Alright, I swear I'm going to find these palms. Sorry, guys, if I didn't... This area, I don't know about this actual area, but like just a few streets like headed this way. I feel like it was on this freaking street. Like if you go like 3 blocks south and 3 blocks to the left and 3 blocks like towards here, there's a... Actually, you know what? We're gonna pass right by it. I'm sorry. Like here on the right is a bad neighborhood. This neighborhood's bad over here. Everything's south of 9th Street. West of Cultural Park Boulevard, which is what I'm on. So this is west, southwest here. I actually looked at a Mercedes over here one time. The people were nice, but it was like really rigged. Like it was like, you know, like you just don't want to, certain things you just don't do to Mercedes. So like try and get them work properly. It's just not the right thing to do. Yeah, growing palms in the hood, you know. I wish that. And see, this is a police station here on the right. So this was built about 10, 12 years ago, this whole city center area. I want to make a short documentary and call it Palms in the Hood instead of like Boys in the Hood. Have you guys ever seen that? Not palms in the hood, but palms in the hood. You know, this is the N, not I-N, this is the N. So right here, on the right-hand side, it'll be kind of hard to see in this light, but right over here, this is... Ashley told me one time she went to a party here when she was in like high school or like after in college, and that was the one time she's ever seen someone smoking crack before, and so she left. Yeah, in the hood. Yeah, Chris, I know 3 of them. I have never met Garrett, but Meg, who's Palmatier Meg, lives about 3 blocks away from me. I go there a lot. I forget the guy's name, but he's a pastor. He lives in the North Cape, and then Southwest Florida Palms lives in the further southeast in the older part of the Cape. That's definitely the nicest garden in the Cape, though. It's over 40 years old. Yeah, I heard about that. You know, DC and Toronto tend to have this problem with like crack smoking mayors. Not sure why. I'd never seen someone smoke crack before, so I mean, I'm glad that I haven't. Okay. Was he a good mayor though, other than the smoking crack? One of the upsides of getting that bike though, that is like it gets like between like 70 and 100 miles per gallon. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's kind of hard to weigh the effects of like, you know, smoking crack versus saving people money. if someone would save me money but wanted to smoke crack, I mean, I don't know. I probably would just let them smoke crack as long as I didn't steal anything from me. When they couldn't show up at my family parties or anything, I wouldn't allow that. But oh yeah, Washingtonians. Chris, Meg actually lives right over to the left. I don't want to like put her address on blast, but she's right there. Yeah, I remember seeing him on the news once or twice. So I have a feeling I have to go back out because Ashley, we're gonna need something either for part of our dinner. I don't know if you guys want to hang around and wait and see if I need to go back out or not. In fact, if I have to go back out, it's gonna be. I have, Chris, a lot of her stuff. I probably would say I've done about 20 vlogs in her yard. She's really nice. She actually used to buy stuff from me back in the day, and then, I mean, she still buys seeds from me from time to time, but they're really nice. They have really cool collections of like older stuff. Like they have like old jukeboxes and stuff. Like they like to collect like like things that were made well back in the day. Here's the party. There's people. They got a baby pool like in their garage. They use to like cool off. Old vlog with an accent. I used to drink Arizona tea, deal, and I haven't drank any recently. It's because it's like kind of just sweet. Hey, no name. I'm sorry, the vlog is almost done, but oh wow, there's a U-Haul truck right there. My neighbor is using. Okay. You guys, let me walk in real quick. I had to use the bathroom, but I won't leave you guys just yet. Oh. Shit. I just turned the car back on by accident. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm not going to leave just yet. Alright. The Mucho Mango, I've had that before. Cool, everyone's doing videos. I'm trying to figure out what to do here because I know I need to. I wish I could just walk up to Ashley's house and just ask them if they. Maybe I should just go. I don't need to ask. I did wash my hands. Ugh. I'm just trying to think what to do here. There's nothing for me in there right now. There's no one home or anything. Ashley's doing homework with Emma at her mother's. Oh no, I mean my bathroom's right inside. Uh, Chicken thighs are for dinner. I gotta figure out what else to get with them. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out a way I can bring you guys in the Publix with me. Hmm. I might actually get some eggs. Make some like French toast for breakfast. Let's see. What can I do to get? Yeah, we have. There's actually one thing I can do is I can go get the propane tank and get it refilled. I can't stand. I gotta figure out a way to put it in my truck without it rolling around. I might have to. Do you guys want to try and come back on? I mean, I might try and go back on later. I have to get a hold of Ashley and figure out dinner. Otherwise, it's gonna be the back seat. Yeah, I'm not putting any propane in the cab of the car. I'm not. There's one thing I learned. Yeah, they are really nice Reclinadas actually. Let's go for a little drive. It'll be all right. Yeah, let me go get the propane tank real quick. I'll just get that done out of the way. Give me a sec here. All right. Bugs everywhere. Hey guys. Yeah, so that's the Reclinata. We'll drive by it. I'll drive by it. Oh, I didn't drive by it, damn it. There's an avocado that is. It's got a lot of fruit on it. Into the sun we go. What's up, brothers? That was not meant in a derogatory term. They're just two guys. I don't like moving propane tanks around. I mean, this one's supposed to be empty, so. But when they're full. Oh my god. Did that really just happen? Come on. Yeah, man. They are nice, but man, with the amount of, what's it called? The amount of trimming that's required of them, it's very rough. Real tall travelers trees. Sometimes I just kind of forget those things. I just, when you see so many of them, I get jaded and I hate that. Oh, don't move, propane tank, please don't move. Oh, there's ducks trying to run across the street. Come on, duck, get across the street. Yes, come on, run it, you can do it. We have Muscovy ducks here like everywhere. I don't even know if I can park in such a place where you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to try. Please don't tell me that scooter took my spot. Okay. Alright, guys. I won't be able to bring you guys in, but I can give you guys a good view, I guess, of me getting propane. Yeah, I get it at Walgreens because I get a discount because of my sister. It's the same price as anywhere else, but I get 15% off, so it's like, yeah, Walgreens, it's the closest place to get it. Okay. How much do you guys think I paid? It says $19.99 there. What do you guys think I paid for propane? Now, I haven't talked to Ashley. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do for dinner here. I mean, I know we're eating chicken, but there's more to life than chicken. Gotta figure that out. That propane tank cost me $14.40. It'll probably be mostly full even up until hurricane season, so. That sucks. The bastard didn't make it. Oh, man. The downside of a pickup truck is that, I don't have a lock on. Honda Ridgelines, actually, the tailgates don't lock on them. You can't get them. I mean, you have to like aftermarket get a lock, so I have to put a lock on it. So like, I don't want to drive to Publix and someone be like, "Oh, free propane tank," and just take it. So I'm just gonna go home here and see how Mr. Sniffles is doing. Hope this tank doesn't tip over. The guy was like, "Yeah, I don't care if you bring it in the Walgreens." I'm like, "Man, trust me, you don't want someone bringing in even low pressure gas into it." I've seen propane tanks explode, and I've seen what they're capable of, even with like, not much gas left in them. Sorry guys, I'd focus forward, but I see there's 8 people on, and I see like 4 people talking, so I don't know who the like other people are. So if I feel like there's people I haven't talked to enough, I don't like to like show exactly where I live. Not that I'm afraid of people, but just that I'd rather people not. I mean, you can watch videos, and I'm not. My business is, on the internet. It's not like I'm a private person, but I don't want someone from like Cape Coral watching and be like, "Oh, that guy just did this, and that's something I want at his house. I'm just gonna take it." Oh, I know. You guys know where I live. But there's people who, I've heard, like, I've talked to a couple other YouTubers that, have had that issue. And I don't think any of you guys are capable of doing that. Like, I always like to think that, the people, like, I always tend to trust Palm people. So I don't want you guys to take any offense to that, Especially because Ashley's daughter lives here too. And that's actually probably the most concerning reason. All right, guys. So I might make another trip out at night. If you guys want to still watch, I might do some Palm stuff. I might go in Ashley's car so I don't get so much. Like the wear and tear in my truck at some point, it just becomes like, stop and go traffic, even on a Honda. Like, I'd rather just, use it for its intended purpose. But you never know, man. You really have to like, those things can come up from almost nothing. So. LSU. Yeah. LSU. LSU. I don't know where that came from. All right, guys. So, that's not good. Anyway, I'll try and get on later. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm probably have to go back out on some ridiculous errand, either get Ashley cigarettes, get some kind of side food. But hopefully I'll be on later. If not, most likely tomorrow. If I get the bike, I'll probably go on live again. So, alrighty.